What's going on, everyone? I'm the OPJellicent. I built this team around Choice Band Terrakion, which is a great way of pressuring Pokemon like Spidef Jirachi as well as Chansey, along with Spidef Steels like Heatran and Ferrothorn, and getting rid of all of those really helps out late game Choice Scarf Tapu Lele, so I love that right here. Mega Garchomp is the stealth rocker of choice because I wanted a rocker that could also pressure Skarmory, since that Pokemon likes to run Toxic to help catch Rotom Wash, so that countermeasure isn't always there. Mega Garchomp does help out, so that way Terrakion doesn't have to like constantly take Rocky Helmet damage, right? Tornadus right here is one of the two ground immunities on the team. It is also the best Kartana check and the only defogger we have. Rotom Wash is a great way to pivot into Terrakion because people like to pivot in Pokemon like Ferrothorn as well as Chansey and onto this, and we can just Volt Switch out into that, so we really just open up the Terrakion's breaking potential with Rotom Wash right here. Choice Scarf Tapu Lele is the win condition for the team, and then finally spit up Ferrothorn with Spikes, just so we don't auto-lose to Pokemon like opposing Choice Scarf Tapu Lele, as well as Shift Gear Magearna, so that'll be the team. You can find it down below in the description, and let's get started. Alright, I've got a game right here. My opponent really hates Choice Band Terrak, because even if they pivot to Jirachi as their rock resist, that's just good damage for Tapu Lele. I'm actually hoping the Jirachi is offensive right here. What I want to do right here is lead off with my Tornadus against Tapu Fini. I actually really value a knockoff on this because I can regenerate my health, as they don't static para me somehow. I really thought that would happen, but what I can do right here is just get in Garchomp maybe. I mean, I'm modest, so if they're timid HBI, so they could easily knock me out. So what's the better play then? I mean, I don't really want to go Tapu Lele. It kind of clicks a Moonblast late game. Maybe I could pivot to Rotom to get a slow Volt Switch, but it would make me weaker to like Lando. But I have Torn, so I'll go to Rotom, as they actually go to Lando, so that kind of works out. Because what I can do right here is just click Hydro Pump, I think. As they go to Tapu Fini, which is a really interesting pivot. I don't know why, but I'll click Volt Switch the next turn. I have my 50 berries, so I'm not really worried about this. As what I can do right here is just bring out my Tapu Lele. And I think what I do is I just click Psychic as Jirachi comes in. That does look to be offensive, so what I can do here is get in my Garchomp. I think they're going to click... I mean, the damage is good anyway, but I really thought they would click Iron Head. As they go to Lando again. Okay, so I can go back to Rotom, or I can go to Torn. I think I like the Torn play better, as they actually go for Swords Dance, so I really need to hit a Hurricane to get this in range of Stone Edge. That's tough. I mean, I guess I go for it, right? I do hit, which is great. So now what I can do is bring in Choice Band Terrak, and I need to hit another move, which is really scary right here. But maybe I get a little bit lucky, I don't know. I do hit both, and the crit doesn't matter, it's Choice Band, it's offensive Lando, right? So that's cool. Here I can go to Ferrothorn on the Spike and probably just Spike up myself. Or I just double to Terrak. Yeah, on the Charizard and click Stone Edge again. This is probably better because, like, I'm going to win with Choice Scarf Tapu Lele at this rate, which is great. In fact, I can go to Ferrothorn here, but I don't want to lose to late game Grand, so I'm just going to Stone Edge. Although I could see them Iron Heading this time. Maybe I go to Rotom this time, but then that gives them the Dark Pulse with the Spike Up, which I don't like. I'll just Stone Edge as they go for Iron Head. They do flinch me, a little bit annoying, but at least what I can do here is get in Garchomp on the Charizard. This is okay. I can just get up rocks here. They have to anticipate like the rock move, right? At least that's what I would do. Yeah, so they decide to bring out their Tapu Fini here, which what I can do against that is just bring in my... Yeah, I think Tapu Lele wins, but it's going to be a little bit difficult with the whole... Like, I gotta weaken Charizard a little bit. I think I'll go to Rotom on that. Yeah, because now I get a slow Volt Switch out into Tapu Lele, which I really like. As they just Nature's Madness again, which is fine, I guess. What I can do is just bring out Tapu Lele, and I think I just click Psychic. They're not going to go hard Grand. That would be such a bad play. Yeah, they're going to stay in. Because, yeah, now when Grand comes in, I can just go to Ferrothorn. And essentially what I've done right here is force damage on Zard coming in, I think, because I can just Leech Seed. As they actually go to Zapdos, but I can get in Terrak on that. As they double to Grand, so good double, but like, could Ferrothorn take 2 with the Spike Up? I don't know. I don't really I mean, I have Defog on this. Let's go to Pharaoh. Yeah, it looks like I do take the 2 hits, which is great, and I'll just Power Whip this time. Or I double to Tapu Lele. No, let's just Power Whip. I don't want them staying in. Yeah, as I get flinched, I miss my attack anyway. Like, I get that right, but now I just lose to this, unfortunately. because Jirachi is too healthy, right? I don't know why they stayed in, but I guess what I can do is maybe go hard Tapu Lele and hope it... Nah, that's not the play. I think I just have to sack that off and then go to Tapu Lele here and hope it can do something. Yeah, but that really sucks, actually. I'll click Moonblast as they sack Zapdos off. If I can force the Mega, maybe I can win. But they go to Jirachi, so I have to like go to Chomp here and get more damage on it. As they go for Iron Head, so it looks like this might be a double down. Let's see. As they go to Charizard, I have to click Draco Meteor. Yeah, so as long as I hit this... Oh, they're actually faster, right? I'm modest. So, I mean, I think they messed up, though, because don't they just lose to Moonblast? Yeah, I think Tapu Lele comes in and Moonblasts 3 times per game. Because that'll kill, and then Jirachi is way too low. We saw it take too much damage earlier. But it's Choice Scarf, right? So I think what I have to do here is sack and then go Rotom. As yeah, they click U-turn, so now I think I win, maybe. It depends on, like, the Grand, but what I can do here is Volt Switch. And then I think it literally comes down to me breaking through Flinch once. Because they have to lock Iron Head, right? I already missed against the Grand. Can I just get a bit of luck? That would be really nice. Yeah, but they're gonna Iron Head, and it literally comes down to just me breaking through right here. As, I actually have so many chances, too. As the game did end, so it looks like they crit me, but we did break through right there. I don't know why they Mega Evolved the Zard. I guess they just thought that they would, take the Moonblast anyway. I don't know, but I really forgot that my Garchomp was modest, which was really big right there. I'll be right back. Alright, I've got another game right here. I know I missed Power Up in the first game, but I can't really complain about that when I hit so many Stone Edges into Hurricane with Torn. It was a solid game overall. This guy has the BC Wish Killer team. I think what I have to do is break with Herox Chomp plus maybe... Wow, why does this team... I mean, I have to really use Terrakion here to break, that's the key. But they're just going to wear me down with the Rocky Helmet Skarm. This is going to be really difficult. I think what I'll do is lead off with Garchomp against Heatran, so this is at least great. What I can do here is just get up my rocks. Or actually, I can just Earthquake. Earthquake is fine. Yeah, as they stay in and just die. People play this team really badly, like, unless I'm fighting BC Wish Killer himself, I'm not predicting. As what I can do here is just Mega Evolve and Fire Blast. As they just get up a Spike, which is fine. I'll just take my kill on this too. Ideally I hit again, that would be really nice here, because getting rid of Skarm would be so good for Tapu Lele. As I do hit both, so that's kind of lucky, but I don't know why they stayed in with Heatran turn 1. I'm glad I just clicked Earthquake instead of Rocks. I think they go to Keldeo here. They actually go to Venusaur, which I think what I can do against is just get up my Rocks here. As they go right for Sludge Bomb, I guess hoping to get a Poison, but that doesn't really work out for them. I can just go to, like, Ferrothorn and start spiking up, but they're probably HB Fire, so I'll go to Torn on the Giga Drain. And I'll just Hurricane as Bisharp comes in. I do get a crit into it, which shouldn't really end up mattering at all. I have Psychic Terrain with Tapu Lele just to, you know, deal with the Sucker Punch, so that's fine. I think I just go to Rotom. As they click Iron Head, I can just Volt Switch out. Yeah, I mean, I could go to Ferrothorn here and maybe try to get... No, because Ferrothorn 1v1's Chansey with the Leech Seed, so I'll just get the kill with Torn here with the Helmet. That's definitely my better option, and now, like, what did they do, right? I'm gonna U-turn, though, even if they go to Keldeo. The Keldeo is sub-Calm Mind, I think. If I remember correctly, this team is with that. That's what this team runs. So I'll U-turn here, and I think I just bring in my Rotom again. To get the slow Volt Switch out in case they sub. That's really the big thing right here. Yeah, because they're gonna go ahead and try that, but now what I can do is just get in my Tapu Lele and click Psychic. Yeah, as they stay in, hoping for a choke, I guess maybe like a double into Ferrothorn, but I would never do that, and they're gonna go ahead and run. I'll be right back. Alright, I've got another game right here. This guy's got Webs plus Hawlucha, which I don't even know how I beat Hawlucha with this team. I'm pretty sure Fizzdef Lando dies even from full to +2 high jump pick. I'm gonna calc it just in case it doesn't, because if it doesn't, then I want to keep that at full health the entire game, but let's find out. High jump pick does 43 to 51, never mind, so that's my way out of this. But if they get up rocks, there's like really low chances of me living, so... I have to be very careful with Rotom. Actually, they don't have a rocker, so... And I mean, it's immune to spikes, so yeah, as long as I keep Rotom healthy, ideally I don't lose to Hawlucha. But if it's like sub on my Volt Switch, that could be bad. Regarding the lead matchup, they're going to lead Galvantula. Initially, I would want to lead Tapu Lele to just get the 2-hit KO with Psychic, but they could be Thunder Wave into Sticky Webs, which would be really annoying, so... Instead, what I think I'd do right here is just go U-turn with Torn into Tapu Lele, as they actually lead Charizard, which is interesting. I guess it's going to try to go for a Fire move. What I can do right here is just U-turn out. If they don't Mega Evolve, they're going to be Zardex, so... Yeah, that's like super obvious, so... If they have Mega, I'll just go out into like, maybe Terrak. Although Terrak does click buttons this game, but who else do I bring in, right? I've already acknowledged that, okay, it's actually a Zardex. Wow, I actually don't beat this Mon. I'll go to Terrak here, as they D-dance. What do I hope for? I'll go to Torn. Unless, do I think they're not Earthquake? They have to be Earthquake, right? I'll just Rock Slide as they are Earthquake. I think I just lose. That's kind of funny. Yeah, I don't know how I beat this. I'll go to Torn and maybe try to get some Helmet, like a recoil. And then maybe I hit Hurricane. I probably should have just Hurricane turn 1. Okay, they try to Dragon Dance again, so if I hit this right here, I'm pretty sure that Flare Blitz plus... I mean, unless they're Dragon Claw. Oh, they are Dragon Claw. Yeah, this is over. It's actually sad. I should have Hurricane turn 1, but I was just afraid of missing, and I didn't want it to be Zard Y and for me to lose like a good Helmet user against Cart. That was kind of my idea. I mean, I guess I'll go to Rotom and maybe hope it takes one. And just Hydro Pump here. It actually does, which is interesting, and I get my berry back, but I don't think I'm in this game anymore. I'll play it out and see what happens. Maybe they're gonna completely mess up. They're actually kind of weak to Tapu Lele with Moonblast, so maybe I can go for that. I just realized the Defogger's Torn. This is not even Defog. So what I have to do right here... I'll probably change it to Defog, is what I'm thinking. I'll go for Volt here. Into Chomp, I guess. I have to go for Rocks. As yeah, they do have HP Ice, which, you know, was a pretty obvious click. I'll go to Fair. Actually, I can just sack this off. Maybe they mess up, but they don't. Yeah, they know they don't have to predict, which is just really sad for me here. I can bring this in and maybe like Fair... No, there's no way I win, unfortunately. I'll click Psychic. Oh, yeah, let me get out of here. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and run. I think I'll make a double Defog over just Defog Torn, because that might have actually saved me the game right there with a late game Moonblast with the Rocks up. That could have actually been a win, but I'll be right back. Alright, I've got another game right here. This guy's really weak to my Choice Band Terrakion as well as my Tapu Lele. I do have to try to weaken the Ferrothorn though, which I can maybe do with Fire Blast from Garchomp. Knockoff from Tornadus can help, but I'll just go ahead and lead off here with my Mega Garchomp. Against Clefable, so they're probably going to get up Rocks, which would be annoying. I think I'll go to Rotom here in case it's Thunder Wave though, as it actually just turns out to be Calm Mind, which is okay, because I can just go to Ferrothorn on the next Calm Mind and just Gyro Ball here. As they turn out to slow me down with Thunder Wave. I don't know why that was the play, but... I mean, maybe I break through a few times here and actually get to 1v1 the Clef. That would be nice. As they go to Pharaoh, which is a good play. I can go to my Garchomp though on the Rocks and just Fire Blast here. Fire Blast is a good click for sure. As they sack off the Clefable, so that's pretty good for me actually. Let's see who comes in though, because I don't think Charizard can kill me if it's Zard X, and if it's Zard Y, I can just Draco, but this Mon is really good though. I'm gonna Dragon Draco in case it's Zard X, yeah. Because at least this way I get to do like 96%. And I can just Draco again. I wish I wasn't Mega Evolved for Rough Skin, but that's okay I guess. Maybe they're not Dragon Claw, as they turn out to be Dragon Claw, okay. But Rotom can take one of these and just click Volt. If they're Dragon Claw, I don't think they're Roost. They're probably 3 attacks variant. Yeah, so I'm able to sponge that. I can actually get my berry the next time I come in on hazards, so that's pretty helpful too. As what I can do right here is just bring in my Tornadus. They may go to Bisharp, which I wouldn't really mind because I just get in Tapu Lele on the U-turn. Although maybe I don't go hard Tapu Lele because it's kind of good. I think I just go to Rotom on the SD, and I can just slow Volt out here. Because my berry is gone, I think I'll live Knockoff, which is great for me. Oh, not the Z move though. But I can go to Terrakion here and just click Close Combat. It's pretty safe. As they Sucker Punch, but that's okay. I think I can still beat Garchomp using Tapu Lele, but if it's Choice Scarf, that's a little bit tougher. As they go to Gliscor here. So I can go to Tornadus on that, as they EQ, and I can just Defog following that up. Because at least this way I'm hitting every single Hurricane pretty much, right? That does a ton, as they even U-turn out and get hit by Rocky Helmet, so that's really good. Yeah, so now Ferrothorn is going to come in, but what I can do is just knock off here. As they get up rocks, I can just Hurricane after. And then I can defog here. Actually, I don't want to defog yet. I'll just go for a U-turn. As they have Protect. This is really frustrating. I'll go to Pharaoh. As they go for Leech Seed again. And then I'll go to Terrak on the Gliscor. And I have to hit a Stone Edge here, which is really scary. But if I hit, I think the game is over to close combat as I do. So that's pretty good. Because now who do they go to, right? They can go to Garchomp, but I just keep this in the back and try to win with Tapu Lele. I can go to Ferrothorn here on the Rock Tomb, but that's not really going to help them. I can just Spike. Yeah, I just spam Spikes and then get in Terrakion. That's my endgame. I get 3 layers up and then I just try to win with the... Yeah, it's over. Close combat sweeps. Although I do have to be careful about this being a Choice Scarfer, so that's something I want to keep in mind. Oh, never mind. Yeah, now I can just go to Terrakion in close combat, so that's going to be a win. I don't know why they played their Clefable so badly. They should have just kept it, and it could have done a lot more, but I'll close combat here for game. We've already seen Leftovers, so there's no like random Chapel Berry, and that's going to be the win. I'll be right back. Alright, I've got another game right here. My opponent is very weak to my Rocks Mega Garchomp, which is really nice for me right here. Regarding my win condition, I can definitely go for Choice Scarf Tapu Lele with Moonblast again, but they have 2 Steel types this time, which makes that very difficult. I also don't know what the Zard is. I'm assuming it's Zard X. I don't want to get swept by that again. That would be very sad, but I'll lead Terrak here, as they lead Rotom, so they get that right, unfortunately. I think I just pivot to my own Rotom. They're probably going to Will-O-Wisp. Maybe they'll Volt Switch, but I think Will-O-Wisp is better to catch Garchomp as well as wear down my own Rotom. That's what I would do here if I were them at least, but I don't want to let Ferrothorn get burnt. So yeah, they're going to go for the Will-O-Wisp right there. As what I can do here is ideally get a slow Volt Switch out. Nobody goes to Drill, right? That's such a bad play. What if I had... You should go to Ferrothorn or maybe... Yeah, I think Ferrothorn is the best option, but... Yeah, they're going to make that play. I mean, they could have really gone to Drill if they wanted to, but... I'm assuming that they're Sand Rush because of the Tyranitar, so they're probably not Mold Breaker to Earthquake me. I'll go to Garchomp right here because it does so well. I can just Fire Blast. Please hit. Nope. And I take a Leech Seed. I'll go to Tornadus on the Rotom. Just a U-turn. That's really annoying. Like, getting rid of that would have been so good for Tapu Lele Moonblast, but now it's just here, which is really frustrating. I'll go to Rotom again on the Will-O-Wisp. Man, that's really annoying. Just Volt out again. As they go to Pharaoh. I'll just go back to this and get up rocks this time. As they go to Rotom. So at least now I can Draco this for a lot of damage. Yeah, that's a lot of damage. As they actually try to Volt for like no reason. They go to Ferrothorn here, but like that's okay. In fact, I'll just go to my own Ferrothorn on the Leech Seed, and I think I just double to Chomp on the Spike. Yeah, now I can just Fire Blast safely. Please hit Garchomp. Getting rid of this thing would be huge for various reasons, mainly Tapu Lele. I'm not over-predicting either, I don't have to. Come on, Garch. It's so frustrating. Okay, what can I do to win? I'll go to Ferrothorn. If they're going to Spike up, I'll do the exact same thing. Do you want to give this to me? Okay. Well, I mean, that's their defogger essentially gone right there, but the fact that Ferrothorn is still around is so frustrating to deal with. They can probably spin here, so what I want to do is get in Rotom to defog. Yeah. Because this is Sand Rush, right? I didn't break the mold. I didn't actually check. Excadrill. Yeah, I never broke the mold. So let's just Volt Switch out here. Really hope that I can actually hit with my Garchomp this time. As they Leech Seed. I'll get up rocks. And then Fire Blast. Come on, can I hit a... This is the third one this game. They go to Torn. They're gonna Hurricane, so I'll just go to my own Torn. As they miss. Justice, I'll take it. As I even win the speed tie and hit back. I gotta keep my Rotom where it is, just for their Excadrill, because that could actually win. It probably wins anyway if they're like Breakneck Blitz, but... I can't really play around that. I feel like Tapu Lele would have just won this spamming Moonblast if I just hit the Ferrothorn the first time. I'll go to Terrak here on the Stealth Rocks. Yo, why do they lose to this? Hello? So they give me that. I have to stay in against Drill to make sure it doesn't SD, of course. Yeah, no. And then, like, both of these die. I'm pretty sure even if they don't Mega Evolve, it dies. Oh, yeah, that's dead. And then the Tyranitar doesn't win. So Terrakion just picks up a nice sweep here. Easy 6-0, even though I once missed so many Fire Blasts. That's gonna... I wouldn't be surprised if that dies through the Chople Berry at full. I'm gonna calc that. Like, Terrakion is ridiculous. Yeah, it easily would, actually. Like that... It could kill 3 of them, maybe. Without the HP investment. I mean, obviously I'm putting the Chople in now, but... If I get rid of all of this, and then I don't know why I put the Chople on. Yeah, it would kill 3 of them, which is kind of funny. Why does it put 1 EV in there? Does it always do that? No, apparently I just hit 1 by accident, but I'll be right back. Alright, I've got another game right here. The Hippowdon is really annoying for Terrakion, but if I can somehow get them to let me weaken Celesteela, Tapu Lele looks very good right here with Psychic, so I think that's what I'm going to go for. Regarding lead, I'll just lead off with my Garchomp as they lead off with theirs. I'm modest. I don't think they're going to have the... I'm just going to Draco. You know what? I have a feeling this... Oh, they won this tie. Oh, they're timid. Okay, that makes sense. Well, I gotta go to Tapu Lele now and then just, like, play around this. I'll double to Terrak on the Celesteela, and now I can just close combat. As they go Hippo, that gets 2-wood KO'd, wow. They go to Pex, and that takes a lot as well. I can go to Rotom here. I can still win this game, but, like, that turn 1 was really bad. I wasn't expecting timid Draco. This is fine, I can just Hydro. They may go to Garchomp here, but that's okay. Zapdos is also a good play. As they go to Pex, and I do nothing. I can just burn it though, and then defog. As they go for Scald, which is fine, I can just Volt Switch out the next turn into Pharaoh. Or actually, Torn is better on the next Scald, because I can just knock here. As Zapdos comes in, I'm gonna go hard track, because I really need to put on the pressure with that Pokemon. As I'm able to take the Heat Wave, and I'm just gonna close combat. Yeah, it seems worth it. As they go to Pex, maybe I should have Earthquaked, but that's fine. Because I can just go to Rotom. As they recover, I can just Volt Switch out into Torn. As they finally click Toxic, I think we should have done that a while ago, but I can U-turn into Terrak, and I think this time I'm just gonna Earthquake this time. So of course, I get it wrong both times. It always happens. But I still messed up my turn 1, but like I should have gone to maybe Ferrothorn or Torn. They go for Slack Off. Go for Spike here, and then get in Torn on this. It's actually Defog, which is interesting. Alright, can I get a play right, please? That would be beautiful. I'll CC here. I always get it wrong. It's so ridiculous. I'm just gonna make the Tapu Lele. I can't do that. If it gets Toxic, I just lose. As they go to Zap, okay. Well, I'm just gonna go back to Terrak then. On the Thunderbolt. Alright, 4th time's the charm, right? Maybe. Nope. Alright, well, I'll go to Rotom. On the Slack Off. At least this way I get to Volt Switch. Yeah, on the Pex. And I can get in Tapu Lele here. Honestly, I'm just gonna Psychic as they go to Celesteela. It takes nothing. I'll go to Rotom. Like, I can still somewhat win this game with Tapu Lele, but... I mean, it's such an annoying scenario what we're doing right now. I got every play wrong. I got the... Unless they were actually modest and they just won the tie. That could also be it. Like, I didn't really think about that. They actually double leech cheated. And they protect there. So I'll take the Wisp if they want to give me that. But they don't. Yeah, I have a feeling that was actually a speed tie turn 1. I don't think they're timid, Draco. They're gonna Toxic, so I'll go to this, yeah. Can't risk Tapu Lele there. As what I can do here is just U-turn. Alright, I have a feeling I already lost, but I still want to find out how many times I can get this wrong, so let's just find out. Okay, well I got 1 right. I'll go to Rotom here. On the Zapdos and get a slow Volt. Now, was that Gigavolt? Alright, well, at least now I gotta just click close combat here, which is kind of nice. As they go to Hippo, so I'll get to 2-hit KO that. Which is, I guess, something here. Okay, just get a high roll, Terrakion, please. No reason, just get a high roll. It's pressure, by the way, which is kind of helpful. That is actually a roll. Okay, good. It's kind of helpful, I guess. I still lose, but... How much did this take earlier from close combat? I've close combated this multiple times this game. Every time I got it wrong, that's what happened. Let me just scroll up and find out. Why is it so far? 38? That's a roll. Oh, I'm out of close combat, so never mind. I didn't even look. I'll go to Pharaoh. On the Chomp. Can you miss Fire Blasts like I did? Okay, they have sub. Nah, this guy doesn't miss. I'll go to Torn. Actually, I can just hope they miss here. Although they're gonna Earthquake, so I'll go to Torn. They Earthquaked, right? Yeah. Okay, I can break it there. I think here what I can do is just Hurricane again. In case they sub again, is basically the hope. Nah, I just hit to the left. I can go to this though, and maybe double to Tarak. I have to hope they choke and give me the Celesteela for like no reason. Yeah, because at this point I have to Stone Edge. There's so many good pivots they can make here. Yeah, and I missed. I don't even think that would 2-hit KO though. But let's just get out of here. There's no way I can win this one, unfortunately. I have a feeling that was a speed tie turn 1, and that was such a big deciding factor, because if I got up rocks after, that would have been really big, but I guess it's my fault for trying to risk it. I'll be right back. Alright, I've got another game right here. This guy's got no rock resist, so maybe if I hit my Stone Edges, this should be pretty straightforward, but I'm not going to count on it. I really need to form a better game plan than just hoping that hits. I think maybe the late game Tapu Lele looks good with Moonblast or Psychic. It's really Psychic after the Celesteela goes down. That's the big thing. But I don't know if they're going to let me do that. Regarding lead, I think I actually lead off with Rotom against Tapu Lele. So this is probably choice specs. I can go to Pharaoh here and try to maybe spike up. Like, I want to Volt Switch out, but if they just choice spec Psychic right away, which they do. Oh, never mind. They're choice Scarf, but they crit. So I can just go for Leech Seed. Or I can spike up here. Or I scout for a Z move. Like, there's so many options, but I don't know which one I want to go for. The annoying thing is I'm pretty sure if that Psychic didn't crit, I could live HB Fire or like Vitanium Z from this percentage. I'll go for Spike as they go Venusaur, okay. Well, that's fine. I can just go to Tornadus or Garchomp. Probably Tornadus here. It just looks knock and like doesn't really care about anything. Let's see what they do though. I could see them doubling. As no, they just look HB Fire, okay. So I can knock here. Yeah, knock is the best play. I don't think that was their best play, but I can U-turn. I think I'll go to Garchomp and just get the regen here. As they go to Celesteela, okay. Yeah, so I'll go to Garchomp. I think what I have to do is Fire Blast and hope I hit, because if they give me damage on this, they just lose, so let's do that. I do hit my Fire Blast, does so much damage. I'll actually Rocks up here expecting Protect. As they don't Protect, okay, but I can go to Torn now. On the Protect and just click Knock. Yeah, getting rid of the thing's leftovers is so good. As what I can do is just U-turn to Rotom. Yeah, as they click that, I'll go to Chomp here. On the Protect. I'll click Fire Blast. Hate Celesteela. But I think I can break it. Especially because they gave me all these hazards. Like, that's huge. It's so Spidaf. But what I can do here is go to Tarak and just click Close Combat, I think. No, I have to Stone Edge. Yeah, because if this comes in to try to defog... I don't think this is the defogger, but I do somehow hit 2 Stone Edges. I mean, that was part of the game plan, right? I knew I would have to hit multiple. So they probably know I'm banded, so they're going to go to Tapu Lele. That pretty much confirms that this is the Scarf, so... I mean, I can't assume. I think I actually go to Rotom, because I think they're going to predict Ferrothorn. Yeah, as they try to... Okay, they do Psychic. It's actually Choice Specs, huh? No, it's probably just that strong. Okay, so I'll bring this in then. And just Leech. On the Tornadus. It's going to click Defog, so I have to Gyro Ball. Yeah, as I'm able to get rid of their Pokemon, which is really good. I think I still have to hit Stone Edge to win this game, but it's probably a lot better than it could have been. This is going to pressure stall me out of like all my attacks, so I have to switch out here. I think I'll go to Tapu Lele on the sub and just Psychic. Or actually, I can just Moonblast as they Ice Beam. I'm going to double to Tarak this turn. on the Venusaur. Not what I was anticipating, but I guess I can go to Torn here. On the Leech Seed. And I'm just gonna Hurricane. Yeah, this guy stayed in last time. I don't want him doing it again. Because now what I can do is just U-turn. That's what really spit up Venusaur, by the way. I didn't really point that out. Let's go to you. Just Will-O-Wisp. As they Synthesis. Volteer into Torn. On the Sludge Bomb. I really need to hit this to get a guaranteed kill with Terrak, so please Torn. Just do it. They actually go to Celesteela, which is really good for me, because any damage on that is great for Lele, which is probably my best win con at this point. So I'll go to Rotom here as they click Heavy Slam, and I can just Volt Switch. As Venusaur comes in, I just go back to Torn and hope I hit again. As I do, which is great. And they even get confused and hit themselves, so that's really bad for them. I'll Hurricane again, though, as I hit again. Tornadus is the GOAT. I love this Pokemon. They go to Tapu Lele. Still can't let my Ferrothorn take damage. That's how I lose to late game Lele on their end, so... Let's figure something else out. I'll sack Rotom. As they Psychic. Because, like, now what I can do is just go to Ferrothorn. I think I just save Gyro Ball. They keep on making the safe pivot. It's really annoying because I'm not calling it. I'll go hard Terrak. On the Flamethrower. Not quite sure why that was the decision, but... I mean, if I hit the Stone Edge right here, it's over. I kind of hope I miss, but I don't. Just to see how it would play out. They go to Tapu Lele. I think what I have to do is just sack and then go Pharaoh. Yeah, so I'll sack Torn here as they Moonblast. As here, what I can do is just bring this back in. I'm just going to Rock Slide because it's more accurate. As that just straight up died, and then Kyurem can't win because it's already a real sub, so... We're able to go ahead and win that one. I got really lucky hitting my attacks, but I didn't really see another way around it in this game because I still have to break the Venusaur with the Torn, right? It's either that or I hit multiple Stone Edges with Terrakion, and then obviously I have to hit my Rock-type moves against Gliscor just to help out my Mega Garchomp, so... It was kind of a cycle where as long as I hit my attacks, I think I guarantee a win there, but... Obviously, it's not guaranteed when you have to land stuff, so I'll be right back. Alright, I've got another game right here. This is probably going to be the last one. They have one Rock Resist being the Magnezone, so Terrakion does a lot of work right here. Regarding lead matchup, I really like the idea of just leading off with my Rotom against one of the grounds. Yeah, because that was going to be very likely, right? I can just Hydro Pump right away. Even if they pivot to Zone, I get to find out whether it's like Assault Vest or not, so that's kind of good. And they don't really have many other great switch-ins. They can try to go to Hoopa if they want to. I think they'll go to Zone, though. As they actually go to Feeny. I get a crit right away, which is a little bit unfortunate for them. But I can Volt here into maybe my Torn. Yeah, Torn's definitely the best bet. That did 21 on our crit, which is interesting. They go back to Lando, which I don't really know why they're trying to do this. But I'll click Hydro Pump again. I'm not going to try to overpredict right here. I think that as long as I play it safe and get up my rocks, like Chomp plus... I'll live that, yeah. I was going to say Chomp plus Terrak and easily just win this, but getting rid of that is really good. And I still get my berry back for the Mamo, so that's quite helpful. So let's see who comes in next, Hoopa or Zam. They go to Zam. This thing's a problem. It's actually a really big issue. What do I do about this? Because I'm going to lose to Mamo if I just let this go down, so I think I go to Ferrothorn here. But if they double to Zone, that's like super bad for me. I don't know, we'll see how it plays out right here. They don't have, it's interesting, they have Misty Terrain support with this team. You would think Psychic Terrain would be better with Hoopa and Zam, but I guess not. But yeah, I think that maybe Choice Scarf Lele plus Garchomp just looks so nice with Moonblast. They may Focus Blast here. Should I just Volt Switch? Do I really need this? It's nice to have around for the ground immunity. That can actually switch into Mamo. Yeah, so I'll go out into my Steel type on the Psychic type. Alright, this Pokemon is now here. I'll just Gyro Ball as Zone comes immediately in. I don't really care, I can just Spike up. Even if they're sub, like, it doesn't really concern me a ton. So I'll be dying to a few attacks here. I'll go to Chomp now and just, like, Earthquake. As they Corkscrew, but I barely live, which is funny. I can just Mega an Earthquake now. Yeah, that definitely sucks that I lived on 1 right there, but I probably should have Mega Evolved the first time. I don't know why I didn't. Would have allowed me to live better. But let's see who comes in, because if the Tapu Fini comes in, then I'm pretty sure I just 2-hit KO it. And they won't get the defog off, but maybe they're like timid defog. That's the set I used to run before I used to put Spit F in mine. Like max HP, max speed with like defog taunt and whatnot. So they give me the Magnezone, which is pretty good for me, I guess. They go to Mamo here. I'll just Draco. As they just give me Mamoswine too, so I think that's just it. I don't know if they can win, because Moonblast just looks too good. Tapu Fini comes in, I'll just Earthquake. They're not even timid, so I'll be able to take that. They're actually a 50 berry, which is really interesting. I'll get a Brox following this up, as they go for Taunt. Maybe I got a good roll, as yeah I do. So that's really helpful as well. Yeah, Zam is going to come in here. I just sack this off. Yeah, to Psychic. Who do I go to, though? I think I go to Torn and U-turn into Lele to guarantee it's in range of Moonblast, as they're actually Calm Mind, which is interesting. This could win, actually. I'll go to Tapu Lele here and see how much I'm doing. This is 42. Yeah, I think I lost, unfortunately, because this is way too strong under terrain. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to go ahead and run right there. Megazam's able to go ahead and get me, and that is going to be the game. I did hope you all enjoyed. Unfortunately, I did get caught off guard in the last game right there by Calm Mind Megazam. Maybe I should have just gone to Tapu Lele the first time, but that's alright. I hope you all enjoyed. Solid games overall. I definitely had a lot of fun, and I'll see you next time. Later.